Hello and welcome to Let's Play Steambot Chronicles in an episode where nothing dramatic or interesting will happen, I promise. No lies. No lies at all. Anyway, we just defeated the bloody Mantis and their dirge cruiser with a little bit of help from the SS Symphony and the civilian army, but we're going to take all the credit because we're vanilla and we're king of the world. Anyway, some guy came and told us to go to Nefroberg because Connie magically teleported there during the battle. We're not going to complain because it would be churlish too. We'll head there in the morning after a couple of errands in town. Until then, we'll wonder where Marjorie's sleeping, probably next door, thinking about it, where he actually lives. Where his family lives. We'll find a bit more about that later. Always buy the lobster. Saves you vital menu seconds. Probably stop renting the that house. It's eating into our change. Anyway, a little different this morning. Basil's sitting with Savoury now, staring at her, those eyes full of unrequited love. Good morning. Let's actually be honest, we're going to visit the newspaper. We haven't been there in a while, and you may remember there's a 3-part quest we're doing, sidey quest, zoomy time, whoosh. So read the paper first. Civilian army are victorious, yeah. Not really sure what story we're going to tell them. Railroad's still doing well, that's nice, I've got lots of stock in them. And yeah, that's about it. Never terribly interesting. I'm sure there's probably more headlines I've missed during the game, but it's really not that important. And I went to the right floor this time. Miracles do indeed happen. Yes, that's what happened. Yeah, I was there. That's a little bit of an exaggeration, Vanilla. Just a tiny bit of an exaggeration. What you did was you knocked the guns off and then everybody sort of stragged them. It's a big bundle, lots of robots. Surprisingly close run thing. Tenor, lovely. It's actually fairly important that we go and give that last piece of information in that quest to them now, because we won't be able to do it in 2 videos time. Anyway, here's Marjorie.
Welcome.
Fair enough. The game actually does do a very good job of explaining tiny little inconsistencies, like why he spends time at the inn instead of going to visit his family next door and sleeping there. Anyway, to Nefroberg. Exciting Nefroberg. We've got a few errands to do here as well. We're going to be finishing off a few side quests. General faffing around. We're almost done with the theatre now as well. In fact, even though we don't have a film to give them, we can finish this side quest right now, right here, with a liberal use of the speed up function. Pink films. 4 pink films. Sexy films, that's what they want. They'll get loads of money if they show sexy films. Only we had a sexy film. There's like a sign up for a pink film in the lobby. Pretty sure you can't mess this up, but whatever. Of course, the apprentice projectionist, not perfectionist. That'd be a horrible job, wouldn't it? Apprentice perfectionist. Even the film reel's pink. Nice attention to detail. All the other ones looked exactly the same. I want you to pay attention to the last line the theatre owner says here. Sort of breaks character a bit. Not yet. There we go. We're setting you up for a joke, it says. It's a line from the translators and the writers directly to your eyeballs. It's interesting that the Nephro film stock is pink. Everything's pink. Dirty boys. Anyway, let's go and see if they're going to put that on now. The worst thing about this is that trying to work out when they'll actually show the film you want, which isn't this one. Given how ridiculously detailed several things in this game are, imagine they actually have like a film schedule and there's a different film based on what day and time of day it is. But anyway, here's Schneider. I was right, there is a little bit of a side quest to do with Schneider, which I mentioned when we first talked to him very, very, very long time ago. It's a very minor thing. But it's going to take me a while to work it out. Now see, the trick to this is you have to talk to Schneider. That's what I was told, in order to he'll give you something if you talk to him. And previously we talked to him a lot and nothing has happened. What we have to do is win the championship and then talk to him. And we're talking to him and he isn't giving us anything. Mysterious, what's gone wrong? You'll notice through my various attempts to get stuff out of him that I only actually use one option of dialogue once, and that's the one you have to repeatedly select. God damn it. Anyway, we shall not lose this time. I'll set this up perfectly so we can become King of Pool again. Oh. Oh. This is a little imprecise using the analog stick, especially such a gnarled and ancient analog stick as the one on my controller. Is that right? I think no, that's not right. Even when you know the exact position, this is very tricky. I think that's the position, yeah. Here we go. Hooray! We've now beaten everybody in the game at pool. King of Pool, Pool King. My name's not Pool King. And we're semi-pro. There's actually a ranking system. We're probably not going to get to the highest rank before the end of the game because we're not going to play any more pool before the end of the game. I don't feel like grinding that out, it's meaningless. Anyway, we got the dragon queue. You may have noticed I mentioned it in the thread, but it does that shot that she did last time when she soundly thrashed me. It's a sort of weird bendy backwards shot. I don't know what his name is. Maybe we'll see later. Still nothing from Schneider. Anyway, we're here for a reason. Let's go see Connie. Maybe she'll have a gig or something.
Why, hello!
Hello, Mrs. Echinacea. Please stop stabbing me with a frying pan. Aren't you glad the war's over? And here we see that Connie has turned into a lamp. Oh no!
Thank you for coming.
What happened to your head? Oh, it's only the foreground articles interacting with your
Is
face.
anything wrong? We got a letter from Dr. Nutmeg. It's about Mom. It says that she won't get better if she stays in the city. Smoke from the auto and trotmobiles is making her even more sick.
The most sick.
So,
Naturally, we don't have the option to say no. However,
you need help moving.
Yes. There's a town called Eurudica I want to take her to. It's her hometown, but it's kind of far away. Trains don't go there. Please, you're the only person I can trust with this.
we do get to decide whether we're a meanie or not.
Glad to be of service.
Thanks a lot. You'll need an emergency bed in order to carry Mom. Let me know when you've installed that part on your trotmobile.
Yeah, we've transported people with an emergency bed on the back of our trotmobile before. Vanilla's probably not told her about that because it's her mortal enemy, of course, that we took to the very same town. Might get a bit awkward. Anyway, let's put that on now. We don't often get to use the emergency bed. Naturally, it is reserved for emergencies. Anyway, it's the evening now. Let's go and see if that pink film is on. See if the pink film is playing at the theatre. It's the evening. They play sexy films in the evening, right? Or maybe it's at night. Probably come back at night if it's not on. Let's see what's on. No, it's this weird live-action gambling trailer game film thing. No matter. Schneider. Yeah, no more Paul. That's not the right option. See if you can spot the one that gives me a different response than before. Did I spot it? Nope, I didn't. So you have to ask about him. Asking about battling an elder gives you the same results. Anyway, to make it night, the ex-boss is available in the arena now. He's probably been available for quite a while. I've just not actually come in the evening to this particular arena. I'm not sure if I have to fight him to unlock him in the separate battle mode, or whether he'll be there naturally because we fought him earlier, but any excuse to give him a sound thrashing should be taken. So giving the throwing arm a chance to show itself off. It really does pick up things much faster. Actually picking up an enemy trotmobile, it's much easier, and they stay in your arms for significantly longer, which is nice. I tried to pick up an explosive barrel, and I did, and he's dead. I didn't realise. This is what happens when you've quite consciously and very meticulously applied yourself to acquiring the very best frames in the game. Well, not quite the best ones, but the best ones available to us before we finish the game. Hooray. I think I had some confusion over this, but we're going to have a look at the prize exchange in a moment, and we're going to buy the bazooka arm. Yes, the bazooka arm. Not to be confused with the cannon arm or the long-range cannon arm. This is the one that looks like the long-range cannon, but doesn't home in. It's very expensive and very heavy. If you are like that weirdo in the thread who ground this game to hell and back, you can acquire it very, very early on. Anyway, let's have a talk to the boss elephant, because we didn't talk to him down here before. That explains why there's two of them now. We've still got the other one, of course, those tusks. Aha. Anywho, it's night time. It's the right time for visiting a dirty movie theatre and having some fun. Ooh, baby. I see what you did there. Anyway, enough foolishness. We've got to order a sausage for the morning, so I don't have to go into the menu and manually eat food. Like a log. The refined critic. Interesting. Not really sure where
Let's head to Eurudica.
any of those names came from. Whatever. Anyway, we've actually loaded her bed up as well. Naturally. Not sure where we're keeping the bed. Probably in the inventory with the rest of our beds. Well, the emergency bed had its own mattress and everything. Okay. Schneider. It's like the third trip. Still looking at the wrong option? Come on. There we go. Tragic backstory. He was in prison and his Trotmobile suckled him or something? I'm not sure. Oh, for God's sake. The second option. Gave a different response. Ah, finally. Small country. The king there, Ah, the spiked grill S part. S for Schneider. I believe it's the grill he wears on his fighting robot. And there's Rosemary in the bed. Actually, we're going to take the train to Happy Garland rather than walking her all the way. She's going to spend the entire train journey in the open air on a bed swinging on the back of a machine. This is the best way to transport, patients. The very best. Because if we didn't, we'd have to walk her through a desert, or we could take the Trotmobile into the lake and float her over to the waterfall, which we would then jump off. Anyway, here's the rumour monger. That's important information. Yes. I think that's the only place in the game itself, not in the manual naturally, that actually tells you about pressing that button to make the in-town driving sections move at a reasonable and not snail's pace. There we go, our name was inserted into that story there. And we are in charge of winning everything. Anyway, stock market time. Didn't visit here last time because it was Sunday then. Now it's not Sunday, it is Monday. And yeah, Basil wasn't there. He's given up on stocks, obviously. You know what? Let's visit the middle counter this time. Hello, you! We don't have an awful lot of money, but might as well grab some stock while we're here. Remember what we need to buy. I think I was concentrating on the hotels at the moment. Mary Dairy Farm, very important to actually get them by this point. You want lots of stock in those. For reasons I will not explain. Hotels sort of doing things. And the Deloche Emporium, we could do more of them. Why not? Why the hell not? Someday we shall own all the stocks, and then we'll get a special title based on it. This is my dream. Anyway, enough faffing around, let's show exactly how rough this looks. Maybe I should have equipped the wheels might have been a better idea. Probably wouldn't have stopped Vanilla from waving the Trotmobile's arms around. But it might have helped a bit. So did I mention how much I like the powered legs? I don't think I did. And I should have, because I love them. So much faster. Who cares if they're ridiculously fuel inefficient? We can actually catch up to these guys. When you get close, whether you damage them or not, they will run away from you. Not sure if it's actually possible to pick them up or not. Who knows? Anyway, to Eurudica again. Seems to be the go-to town for bedridden people. In this game, at least. So if you want to ride a bed, come to Eurudica. Onwards and upwards. Have a tree. See how you like it, Mr. Tree Log Throwing Man. Seems like an awful waste of logs. I mean, these are the illegal loggers. And it seems like they're using all the trees that they're presumably cutting down to turn into ammunition for their pointless log launching robots. And Triclops. These guys are everywhere. They're the most common enemy in the game. We don't actually deal with that many bloody mantis robots, really. Although there were quite a lot in that whole battle last time. That's the only time we really fight them, I suppose. Weird. At least so far. Not to suggest that we won't be fighting. Anyway, I left this in because there's a difference. Look at this. Popular tourist destination and all that.
So this is where Mom grew up. Where's your house? Toward the back of town, I think. It's right next to a well.
Anyway, last time we were here, we gave some free logs that were intended for a battleship to a person, and now this has happened. I wonder if the Symphony would have had more hit points if we hadn't done that.
This brings back memories. Let's keep going, Mom.
Yes, we get to carry her around. Don't drop her, Vanilla. Also, could you walk a little more softly? You're jiggling her a bit. Stop it! Stop it! Don't spin! Don't spin the bedridden woman. Don't shake the baby. No, not the well! Ugh, phew. What a mischievous little fellow.
Thank you for your help, Vanilla.
Excuse me. Just because no one lives here doesn't mean you can just barge in. Rosemary? Is that you?
Daniel? You are the innkeeper's son.
It's been so long. Is this your daughter?
I'm Connie. It's nice to meet you.
You're just as cute as your mom was back in the day. And how about you, young man?
I'm the hired help.
I'm Connie's friend Vanilla.
Nice to meet you. I'm the innkeeper now, so let me know if you need a place to stay.
We've already met.
What do you have planned, Connie? Well, I still need to unpack, and I'd like to clean up a little. Hey, can we stay here until tomorrow?
No.
Sure, we'll stay the night. I'll be at the inn.
Thank you. Connie, why don't you go to the hot springs? I think you'd enjoy that. That's a good idea. Maybe after I'm done cleaning.
Naturally, if you hadn't completed that side quest, i.e. given one man a log, they wouldn't mention that. You'd have something different at the end, presumably. No gifts. Nothing for you. Yeah, attention to detail. There's another bit of attention to detail that will be coming up later that I'm going to point out, even though it would be extremely inappropriate to do so. Anyway, I wondered if the miners have got anything more for us. Have a quick cycle up here. How's that? What's that? You don't have anything new for us? Oh well. What a waste of time coming up here was. Nice to know we'll never have to go in the mine again. Not even on the evil playthrough. Anyway, while we're here, let's check out this hot spring. Now I know for certain, because it's in the FAQ, that at some point you can bring Connie here, but I'm not sure we can at this moment in time. Hooray, another plate. And while we're here, let's have a look at the plates. Plates do we have? Let's see, plates list. No. Yes. So you can see there are 6 missing plates. Those 3 down the bottom are custom ones and do not matter. I'd have to fill them in myself. Technically there's only 5 missing, because that second one is the tutorial, which I haven't repeated yet on off screen. I'm fairly confident I know what the 5 I'm missing are. Fairly confident. To be fair. Anyway, let's have a look at this hot spring. Popular Japanese bathing place. It's a spa resort now. Not a failed mining town, a spa resort, because they've built a shed over. Well, it's not even a shed, it doesn't have a roof. Anyway, lovely steamy water. I suppose we could have put vanilla in a more tasteful attire, like swimming trunks or something, but we don't care. Not really much in here. Naturally, there is. What is that? Why, it's a slight gap in the fence so you can stare at the naked ladies next door. Marvellous. Can't really see much through it though. Also, there's no naked ladies next door at the moment. I think when you bring Connie here, you can look at her in her towel or whatever she'll be wearing. Isn't that exciting? Naturally, we're not allowed into the ladies' side. It's probably just a direct mirror of the other side though, so we're not missing out on anything really. Anywho, while we're here, even though I said we weren't going to, let's go and have a look at Mallow. I'll be taking the wonderful ambience of my second favourite place in the game. My favourite place, of course, is New Haven because of its jaunty, nautical themed music. Ladder. That's weird, I actually climbed that ladder like a normal ladder. Whereas before it had a prompt to ask if we wanted to climb it or not, even before we brought Mallow here. Weird. Maybe I'm misremembering. Yeah, you're a sad sack. Yeah, you got some kid killed and now lots of people want to kill you for some reason? I don't know. Strange. Anyway, we've not really got much to do. There's no side quests to keep up with. Don't feel like leaving town. Let's Go to sleep till tomorrow. And continue being Connie's personal taxi service. Oh no! Plot is happening in a loading screen.
Vanilla! It's Connie. They kidnapped her in some trotmobile. They had a kid too, but there aren't any kids in this town, so I don't know.
Yes, there is. There's that new kid from Mem Village that turned up with what's-his-face. The one that lived in the shed that they knocked down for the railway. See? Right there. Attention to detail. At this point there could or there could not have been a kid in this town for a certain amount of time, and they actually addressed that fact in the incidental dialogue.
Let's get back to the hideout.
Stop interrupting me, this is important. In the incidental dialogue that you can choose to read or not read after the voice bit, which they obviously couldn't be bothered to change. Also, nobody knew that Mallow was there, and, well, Mallow and Connie have been kidnapped by the bloody mantis. Oh my gosh! Okay, now we're ready. Which way was it? It's a bit dark. There we go. Anyway, exciting chase. Where could they have gone? Who's this? Oh, it's only yeah, you're incidental. I wonder if they actually decided to attack the bloody mantis as they went through or not. Or just ignored them. They're cool with those loggers. Illegal loggers. Who's this? Why, it's Fennel, of course.
Hey, Vanilla! I just saw some trotmobiles carrying Connie off. What's going on?
What are you doing out
She
here?
was kidnapped.
Where were you? I told you to take care of her.
I was sleeping in another house, jeez. So, yes, we're crossing this bridge finally.
Follow me. We're getting Connie back.
I bet you forgot this bridge even existed. The Owl Woods. Nestled deep in the forest. The game's second lake. You know, I probably should have brought the waterproof body with me. And no matter. As you can see, there's access to the main body of the lake here. A couple of boats floating around. The Owl Eyes. Not terribly threatening if you stay on this side of the fence, I guess. That's really all there is to say on the matter. And because I don't have the waterproof body, I can't go and collect the spoils from that, so that was a bit pointless. We're not going to wait for the other one to come round, it's not even menacing us or anything, so onwards! Anyway, exciting new menacing trotmobile monster things. This guy wouldn't have been out of place in one of the dungeons. Not much to him, just attack that bit. And everything explodes, leaving lots and lots of individual tenors around, I suppose. Let's grab them in fast motion, because it's incredibly tedious. There we go. It's very important that we're carrying 2 trees. Look how quickly I picked up that tree. I think the powered arm actually only powers up the arm you set it to, so... Have to remember to use the left arm for picking things if you want all the benefits of faster stuff.
Yo, Dudley, what are you doing here?
Being a prick.
Fennel? Why are you here?
2 trotmobiles just made off with our friend. Did you happen to see anything?
You mean Connie, right? Yeah, I saw her. They ran into that weird building.
You know Fennel?
It's not like we're friends or nothing.
We just keep running into each other, that's all.
But just look at that building. I think it's a storehouse or something. I saw him carrying some crates inside. I heard the Bloody Mantis is collecting money in all kinds of illegal ways. That must be where they keep it. Tell you what, you guys help me steal it, and we'll split the loot 50-50.
Jeez, don't you think of anything besides... Wait, that's a great idea. Hey, you in?
Of course we are.
But what about Connie?
You'll see, you'll see. Come on and help us. Okay, here's how it's gonna go down. Dudley and I will lure the guards out, while you gain control of the bridge.
Why him?
This is the Bloody Mantis we're dealing with. Fooling the guards is gonna take skill.
Haha, you're right. I guess he couldn't handle that.
Once you get to the bridge, just sneak inside. Find Connie and get her out of there.
Ah, Fennel, you're so manipulative. Okay then, so what we gotta do is park up and then the scene will continue. Thankfully we don't have to fight Dudley. Had enough of fighting that guy. Still haven't forgiven him for burning down that farmhouse. But whatevs. So here's something unique, a pit stop with no mechanic, no saving or refueling for us here. I believe we'll see more of that particular pit stop during the... Where did you guys come from? What the hell? They weren't there a minute ago. During the evil playthrough, yeah, we'll probably actually get to save at that place. Or maybe not, who knows? Yeah, there they go. Marching along. See where they go. I don't think we can walk all the way down. But yes, this of course takes lots of skill. Mind the invisible wall. And this is a bit of an awkward way to cut the video, but see you next time for the thrilling conclusion. Bye.